season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Safety's creeping. Check 4, check 4. That's it. Go. Motion.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cook running right. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Parker. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Jackson now. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check safety, check safety. Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34, Mike 36. Pull it, high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch 84. Watch 84. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
1st down, Steelers.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hatchet. 36. Kill.
Now a give right side. It's Parker, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd down now, it's Parker. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
I got you. 56 is mine. 56 is mine.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. That's right.
Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Throwing again, Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, check.
Shotgun now from Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 56. Mike's 56.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6. 56. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, defense. What? D, man up, D. Jammer.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Double dog. That's the way. 56.
Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. It's Parker. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's go now. It's time to end it. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powers. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A quick throw complete to Washington. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Parker. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this week? Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on first down. It's Parker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Under 10, 10. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 49, check 49, check 49.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Target.
Here's Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Down to lose one. Hey, switch go. Wait, cross. 43's the mic.
To throw is Jackson. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Check 43. 80 weapons. Bang, 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 bang. Go.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Murray got a man open. That's Harry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Tighten up.
On first down, it's Parker. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch twist. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey. Check 24. Yo, motion. Mike 34.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete, as time has run